Hellchild here. I just want to make a revamp of my last Shadow Priest guide, go into a little bit more detail and explain some cooldowns, talents, etc. Let's go ahead and start with talents. So the three talents that you need to have are Insanity, Twist of Fate, and Clarity of Power. To get maximum DPS, these are the ones that you want to use. The other talents are optional depending on your personal preference. Now, cooldowns. Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is a great extra boost in DPS. It's best used with haste, enhancing stuff like a haste trinket or bloodlust. Haste increases the damage that your Shadow Fiend will do, so always use it when you can if there is bloodlust or a haste trinket. Vampiric Embrace is situational and based on healers. The best time I find to use it is if a boss has a softened rage or something, such as Butcher at 30%. I find it good to use it there to help the healers out a little bit. Completely up to you. Halo. Halo is a little bit of extra damage. Also helps heal your allies. Use it when you can. You don't want to prioritize it over Mind Blast. So let's get into the rotation. The typical Dotweaving rotation is Mind Blast, Mind Spike times 3, Mind Blast again, and you will repeat that until you have 4 Shadow Orbs. At 4 Shadow Orbs, you will then cast Vampiric Touch, Shadow Word Pain, and Devouring Plague. Then you will cast Mind Blast one more time, giving you 2 Shadow Orbs, and then you will start casting Insanity. Once your Mind Blast is off cooldown, cast it again, giving you a 3rd Shadow Orb, allowing you to cast Devouring Plague one more time. Cast Devouring Plague, your dot should still be on the target, and then channel Insanity until Mind Blast is off cooldown again. Once Mind Blast is off cooldown again, cast it and start the rotation over. Now that's the typical single target Dotweaving rotation. You will get good DPS like that. If you're looking for something a little extra on bosses that have a little more movement and they have 2 bosses such as Twin Ogron and Hanz and Franz, you can use this rotation. Now you will want to make a macro /cast open bracket at focus close bracket Shadow Word Pain, and then the same with Vampiric Touch. Once you have these on your toolbar, you'll be able to set the boss as a focus and then target the boss that you're going to be using your normal rotation on. Normally you want to do your normal rotation on the boss that moves the least. So then what you would want to do is get your first Mind Blast cast off, and then cast your macros, which will put dots on the other boss. Now your Mind Blast is most likely going to be back up, and then you can continue with your rotation up to 4 Shadow Orbs, and then go into the Dotweaving. So that just provides a little extra DPS for boss fights that have 2 bosses instead of 1, and a little bit more movement. So that's a demonstration. Let me demonstrate for you the single target Dotweaving rotation. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to clear my shadow orbs. Okay. Now, you're going to want to Mind Blast, Mind Spike times 3, Mind Blast, and you're going to want to continue with this until you are up to the 4 shadow orbs. Now once you have the 4 shadow orbs, Vampiric Touch, Shadow Word Pain, Devouring Plague, Mind Blast, Insanity. Channel Insanity until your Mind Blast is off cooldown, recast Devouring Plague, and Insanity again. Your dots are still on the target, and you got 2 channels of Insanity. That is the normal Dotweaving rotation. That's it. That shows you both rotations, and good luck, and subscribe to my channel.